EdSmart makes our life easier at Geelong Christian College by, I think, first of all, removing paper. The second thing is to making it much easier for teachers to log on and check to make sure that they have heard from parents instead of relying on students to bring back in paper forms. It also keeps a really good record and then archives them for us to check later.
We'd have to allow for 2 weeks turnaround time, and for some last minute jobs at work or a last minute activities or information that needed to go to parents, that means that turnaround doesn't cut it. So being able to convert to EdSmart and have a digital process where everything is online, it's cloud-based, you can access it from anywhere. It means that teachers can jump on in the afternoons from home, on the weekends, during the holidays. The principal can send those last-minute bits of information that have to go out urgently. During COVID, it was a huge benefit to us just to be able to send that really quick, succinct information and get it out and push it through workflows really quickly.
I guess in any scenario where we require responses from families, we pretty much customise the information to then get that through EdSmart. I think rather than using something like an email and then getting a whole bunch of responses back in a different format that you then have to manually sort through.
We're not paying postage, we're not paying anything else. We still get a physical signature because we've got a plug-in for that on EdSmart. It's huge. You know, we would spend our entire end of term 4 getting these ready to send out, and then parents would be like, how do I even send this back? Because who uses the post anymore? It's huge. And the way that it even just talks back to things, and it's all just there in an Excel spreadsheet, so it's very easy to make changes if you need to for parents on your admin service. And yeah, it's huge.
EdSmart has also given us the flexibility to customise the forms. So now we can customise it to the needs of our school, which is really helpful. And teachers and staff has also got on board now, so they benefit by using the online forms.
Be able to use that data in Excel and manipulate it and doing all those things. It's been really, really helpful for us. It's been with excursions and things like that. We've been doing the request to, book it and put it on the calendar form that way. Means your risk assessment just rolls over every year. You just change it a little bit for whatever else needs to happen. It just changes staff's perception on paperwork and all of that extra stuff that they would have to do. And now it's all just there. It all just exports, and it's really clean cut.
Now using EdSmart, anyone at any time can log on and create a permission slip based on one of our pre-approved templates and pre-approved workflows. So they already know that they're on the front foot, they're on the right path, because they can't make a mistake with the type of information that's going out. It will go through the right template, it will go through the right people who will approve or not approve based on the content that they've put in there. And from there, it only goes through certain people in the workflow and goes straight out. And then the teacher is responsible for collecting that data and making sure that everyone's given permission. So straight away, it cuts out so many people and cuts out so much paper and resources and makes the turnaround time much quicker. And it has been really well received by our parents as well, because as you can imagine, in a school environment, a parent with 1, 2, 3 or 4 children might be receiving anywhere between 10 and 30 pieces of communication in any given week, and sometimes more if it's getting to that really pointy end of the year or the term. So for them to know what they've got to reply to, what's outstanding, and what they have already responded to has just been a real game changer for our parents as well. I don't think that we could work without it anymore. If we've come too far as a school, but also generally in society, we've come too far in our digital progression that we can't step back now. And we have other schools within our diocese coming to us, wanting to come and physically sit in the room with us and learn what we do and learn the processes that we go through to communicate better with our parents, because they want to do that too. So there was a few times where they implemented a new student information system for our school, and there was the hope that it had a communications module within it, which it does, but it's not very useful and it's not very user friendly. We did so many tests and measures to see how it compared, and it just didn't compare. It couldn't do, and it will never be able to do, what EdSmart can do in terms of lists of students, sending out emails, sending out permissions. Workflows was the biggest thing. Having those workflows means that no misinformation can go out. Someone's going to catch it every step of the way. So I think, and I hope that EdSmart doesn't go away, but we certainly wouldn't be able to do without it. We couldn't live without EdSmart anymore.
Do it. Just do it. A huge game changer in knowing that your lists are all correct because they've all come from your software, all updated every other day, and you can, as Jess was saying, follow up a parent like that and just send them another email blast or literally this is our only communication service to home. We don't use anything else other than our personal emails if it's a one-on-one, but to send anything else home, like class-wise or bigger, that's how our staff are using it. And it's
we use our broadcast a lot for whole school information when we're contacting our families. You know, our newsletters go out via that. Any information about upcoming whole school events. Yeah,
massive.